Hello, everybody. This is Grace from workanywherenow.com, and today I'm going to show you how to create a blog post writing schedule. This is my template here that I'm showing you how I do it, and it's been a really great addition to my blogging because it's got so many benefits. I'm scheduled, I'm focused, and it's been great. So today I'm going to show you how I do it, and I hope you can follow along and hopefully you could implement this on your own. So as a blogger, I like to do as many things as I can online. So for my writing schedule, I'm using Google Sheets. So it's Google has a lot of different things, and Google Sheets you could find under Google Docs. Let's see here. I think if you just go to google.com and you search Google Sheets or just Sheets, it should come up. And if you're already logged in with your Gmail account, then you'll automatically go in there already. And if you don't have a Gmail account, you could just create a Google account with any email, like with your blog email or anything like that. So let's get to it here. So in the beginning here, I just want to go over why have a schedule at all. So here are some of the benefits. It's really organizes your work, and it makes your work much easier because it's organized. And then you're going to be highly more productive with everything that you do because you know exactly what you need to do each day. And then I also find on my writing days, I write much better and much quicker because I'm just focused just on that one task. And then because I'm now writing 5 days a week, I can schedule out posts. Like I write 5 days a week, but on my blog, it'll post 4 times a week. So it'll take a little while to build up a good schedule out, but eventually I'm going to be able to be quite ahead of myself if I keep going on my schedule. And it really allows for vacation time and other work that you want to do once you get a little ahead of yourself when you're posting. So that's why the schedule is so great. So it's been less stressful just because I'm not all over the place. Before I'm usually all over the place, and with the schedule, I'm not as bad. So it's been less stressful. This last one's a big one. It saves time. Every day you save a little time, so that on my weekends I'm free to be with my family. So on every Saturday and Sunday, I always put catch up. So if there's anything during the week that you feel like you haven't finished, or you need to just have a breather, this is a great way to do that. And I haven't needed the weekend to actually do writing. So it's just little things here and there, or just tweaking, or just another I needed more keywords or something. But it's been majority of my weekends now are just spending time with my family, and that was my goal of having the schedule. So, and then before we start um, filling out the schedule, I want to talk about what kind of days you want to have. So depending on what your blog is about, first you want a keyword day. Everybody needs a keyword day. Okay, that's part of your planning your schedule. So in the beginning, you might want to do 2 days of that, just so you could kind of plan out your month if you can. So you definitely have to have keyword days. Then you're gonna have different topics. So my blog, is talks about blogging and how to make money online. And so these are kind of like the categories I can write about on my blog. So if your blog is about something else, you could also have different topics that you write about, right? So these are kind of like the categories on your blog, or the tags that you use often. But list out the types of things that you want to write about. Okay. So block off your weekends. I mean, if you want to work 7 days a week, that's fine with me. You could schedule it how you want, but I have a family, I have young kids, and so this is a great way for me to have free up weekends. And I love having those days because I also don't feel guilty when I don't work because I know I already have all my work done during the week that I need to do. Okay. So if this is a new schedule, I would start with keyword research and planning basically. Okay. And you could, so column C, so column A and B is your date and your days. And then column C is kind of like what you're doing that day, your task, and then the type of things you're doing. The type is good too because what it tells you is that what you're missing, what types of posts that you should be doing. So if you've done a lot of reviews or product reviews or how-to posts, you might want to change it up and add some other categories of what to write. So this is another great way to plan out how many types of different posts that you have. And then column E, post on. So this is how you're going to schedule out your writing, which is how they're going to get posted on your blog. So for example, this will be my first writing day here. So I would say post this on, let's say Monday, okay? And then if the next 5 days are your writing days, then it depends on how much you want to post. So let's say average is 3 times a week, okay? So that means my next scheduled day should be 3/8. And then my next scheduled day should be 3/10. Oops. Oop. I'm still getting used to my laptop here. Um, 3:10, so 6, 8, 10, and then the next rating is 3:13, 3:15, and 3:17. You see how quickly you can get ahead of yourself? So by Friday, you're already a week in advance in your postings. Okay. So, and then you just continue on. Okay. I'm just going to do some examples for you. I think you can get the gist. So in your first 2 days of planning, the most important is getting the keywords that you want for the types of posts that you want. So let's schedule a how to, okay. And then for these 5, we'll just go down the list, okay, so that you have a variety of posts scheduled out for your next week here. Okay. And then you can start again, how to already. And then again. So here, once you have your keywords, what's great about the sheets is that then you would have another sheet here called keywords. And as you're doing your research, you could list them here and organize it in a way to always have a list of your keywords of what you use in that post. So let's see this section. So you're gonna have a few sections for this sheet. You're gonna have live posts, upcoming posts, and then basically keywords to use. So as you're collecting the keywords that you find, you're gonna just list them all right here, okay? So you're gonna have a bunch of keywords here for different types of posts. And then as you put it on your schedule here, you're gonna move those keywords from this section of keywords to use to upcoming posts. And then as they post, then you're gonna move them up to here, and you're gonna have the corresponding link to your posts in column B. So you're gonna have a nice way of always knowing what keywords you're using for what post. And this is something that you can use to check your rankings and whatnot. So I kind of use this method. I really like it because then I have it organized and I always have a list of the keywords that I'm using. Okay. So once you have your keywords, I usually have it here. So let's say how to the how-to is create a writing schedule. Okay. So this could be a working title. This can be the keywords that you plan to use in your post right here. So it depends on how you want to organize it. So initially, I believe I was just putting the keywords I'm going to use in each of these posts. And then if I have a working title, I would just put it in my notes. And then if I have other similar keywords, I would kind of put it in here so that, let's say blog post, and then how to be organized, or how to organize your writing. Kind of like, let's say you found like 3 keywords for this one post, so you could kind of put it on the side here, so you know that on this day when you come look at your schedule for this day, okay, this is my main keyword and my working title, and you could just put it into posts in the quotes, so you know it's a title or at least a working title. Okay, and so your notes can also include other things. So, oops. There you go. Command return for the MacBook. So I might want to say add video, like kind of things to do for your post, like add video or other notes like, oh, include why have one, types of days. So that if you include, but the more things you can include for each day of your writing, the easier it is when you get to that day. So on this day, on Friday, I'm gonna come here and say, okay, I'm gonna have this title, and this is my main keyword. I need these things to be included in my post, and I also have a couple of other keywords that I should include as well. So you see how great this can be when you come up to your writing day. So that's why it's good to have 2 planning days to start with, so that you can do this for all your upcoming days. If you can use these 2 days to do at least 2 weeks worth, you're going to be already like writing out till almost end of the month already, posting till the end of the month at this rate. Because you're at 17, your next one will be 320. 322, 324, You see how quickly you could get to the end of the month for your writing schedule, for your blog? 327 and 329. So at this point, see, your real day is 327. I mean 317, sorry. So on 320, you could already add, let's say, add one more keyword research day to plan even more stuff, right? And then the other thing I want to mention for a writing schedule is that there may be things that come up. So I realized that I was recently doing a blog post about Amazon and their affiliate program. And literally right after I had scheduled it and actually was about to get posted, but it hasn't been posted yet. It hasn't gone live yet. And then I get this email from Amazon saying that the commission has or it's going to change in a few days on March 1st. So that's something I want to blog about. You know, it was a big change. A lot of different things was going to happen on March 1st. So I want to, and because I just was going to post about the affiliate program, I had all the old commission structure in there. I needed a follow up kind of like right away. So if you want to all of a sudden add something to your schedule, is no big deal. So all you gotta do is maybe rearrange some things. You can move some things down. So I would maybe take, actually, if it's an easy post, like sometimes I have a personal kind of blog that I'm going to do. So like you can always move stuff from one day to another. Just make sure your posting schedule is still jiving with what you want to do and adjust all the dates, okay? So that's a big thing, but this is not set in stone and it's always can be a moving schedule for you. But for the main part, man, I love having a schedule and it's just saved me so much. Um, so I hope you will feel the same way about having the schedule and that you can make it really worthwhile for you. And I hope this has helped you and you will also implement it on your own. So thank you very much. And if you have any questions about this, please let me know in the comments below this video, or if you're on my blog, post about this, comment there as well. I would love to hear your thoughts about this writing schedule, and if you have implemented, I would love to hear about how it's been working for you. Um, so right on, and I hope you enjoy this. Thank you so much, and thank you for looking at my video. Please subscribe to my channel always, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.